Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. There's two things that are really pissing me off at the moment. One is why this watch costs more than this watch, and two, why are you allowed to buy a oyster steel bracelet for this watch so that you can mix up your watch, give your watch a new look, but you're not allowed to buy this Jubilee bracelet for this watch because you might make some money on it. Are Rolex controlling the market? I strongly believe they've got their finger on their pulse and they are doing whatever the hell they want. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into this video. Let's take the Submariner. It comes with the green bezel and it comes with the black bezel. The green bezel is £450 more than the black bezel, and yet when you ask an authorized dealer, they don't know why. There's no difference between the watches in any way, shape or form, except one is a green bezel and one is a black bezel, both ceramic. So the process is the same. They're one solid color. So you cannot tell me that to make a color green is impossible. And let's put some thought into this. Let's say they struggle to get the greens to the same color. Maybe that's why every couple of years they change the color of the bezel. Maybe they do a batch of 5 to 10,000, and when they run out, they then make another batch, and therefore that's why they change the color. But the process cannot be more expensive. There's just no way the process of a green bezel is £450 more on top of the MSRP than the black. Can't be. So then I got to thinking, well, contact the Rolex ADs and they just come up with the same story. It costs more, it's harder to make. It costs more, it's harder to make. So I thought, right, well, I have a theory on this, guys, and my theory is very simple. It's just Rolex doing whatever the hell they want. They can get £450 more for the same watch. So let's do it, lads. Let's charge £450 more than the regular one because people will pay it, and they do. I went one step further. I contacted Rolex in London. I spoke to a very nice lady. She was lovely. She told me if she knew the answer, she wouldn't tell me. There's a bit of honesty for you. But luckily for me, she didn't know the answer either, and she also thought it was an extremely stupid question. You could tell it was. And I said to her, listen, I get it. It's a stupid question. But here's the thing. I was there when the left-hand version of this watch came out 2 years ago. I'm not going to swear on it, but it was the exact same price as the Pepsi because it's the same watch. There is no difference between these two watches, the same movement, the same everything. They just turned it upside down, and yet now the MSRP of this watch is £450 more. So I said that to the lady, and again she was, I have no idea, and at least she didn't say it costs more to make. She just said she has no idea, and you can't blame a guy for trying. I reached out to Rolex and they have no idea. No one has ever asked the question. So I am going to answer it in original Brenny style. The reason that both of these watches cost more than the standard version of the watch is because Rolex does whatever the hell they want, and they can get away with it, guys. They can charge £450 more for the same watch, and you people will pay it. Now, you could ask the question. They know that everybody wants the Pepsi because the Pepsi MSRP is £9,450 for this one, And if you got your hands on this watch, you could sell it the next day for 15 grand and it will be on the grey market for 17 and a half and sold very quickly. So why doesn't Rolex up the price of that watch? Well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? Because they're Rolex. Now, I've got to check my notes for this, but this is really pissing me off, right? I did another video, and in that video I said you cannot order bracelets for GMTs. And again, I strongly believe Rolex is playing the market, knows what's going on, and is doing whatever the hell they want. Now, if you buy a date just on Jubilee and you want an Oyster bracelet, you can buy it. If you buy a date just on Oyster and you want a Jubilee bracelet, you can buy it. That's very reasonable. You can swap and change the bracelet to your heart content. I got told you cannot do that with a GMT, and I got into a quite heated discussion with a subscriber telling me you can, and he was half right because I clarified it again with Rolex. And I have a theory on this. Rolex is where the market, and they won't let you upgrade a watch. They will let you downgrade a watch. Wait till you hear this shit, right? If you have a Batgirl, they will let you have an Oyster Steel bracelet. They will. If you have a Batman, you cannot buy a Jubilee bracelet for that watch. You could only do it if you had a Batgirl and you damaged your bracelet. They would allow you to do an exchange. So there you have it, guys. You cannot, on the GMTs, get a Jubilee bracelet. Now, this is what I've been told, but everybody seems to be getting different information. The other information I've been told is you can get an Oyster bracelet for a Sky Dweller, but you can only get an exchange on a Jubilee. So again, on the grey market, the Sky Dwellers sell for more in Jubilees as well as the GMTs. So that just makes you think, why would you do that, Rolex? Because you're controlling the market. You're not allowing your customers to make any additional money on their watch purchase. You don't approve of it, and this is how you are controlling it. That's just my 2 cents on it. If you're a subscriber, I really appreciate it. If you're not, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next video.